That's a boom. Time to draw the line. Time to draw the line. Good morning, y'all. GM to the death of them. GM to the death of them. Time to draw the line. Know that. Time to draw the line. Time to draw the line. We're gonna draw the first line, and then we'll worry about the north and the west line, the north and the south line. Time to draw a line from goddamn west to east, and understand how the United States got usurped with that goddamn Masonic tilt. Anything Masonic, we need to reverse. This shit was constructed by Masonic people who was drawing diagrams on a round circle, a blue round circle to represent water. And then they just made it three-dimensional. So they just, with graphics and shit. Probably better to illustrate it to each other and show and shit. You know what I mean? But it was a top view. It's a top view. It's a motherfucking top view. And it's time to draw the line. It's time to draw your lines. Yeah, we tired. We drawing the line. We tired. We drawing the line. We're gonna draw the line. It's time to draw, and your line need to go from where they say Guana sits in the west, until where they say it sits in the motherfucking east. They got it on both sides. That's on Tilly's map I showed. That's just on one map. But just draw the line from the end of goddamn Canada over to goddamn Canaan, and don't go up into goddamn Israel and Canaan and so-called Canaan and all that shit. That's just where you're gonna draw the line. That's the K9 line. I call that bitch the beast line. Yeah, that's the K9 line. That's the beast line. That's when they come on your side. With that tilt, they usurp some of the Americas, which would be known as North America. How we get in the fucking north? Because the usurpers and put us over there. But really, we still the west. From North America, Mesoamerica, South America, it's the fucking west. And they also put themselves and take goddamn Northern Africa, which is the south. See, it's the melanated side of the earth. They telling you they come across to your side of the earth. They telling you that. And then lift that bitch up and start saying top and bottom and make up this space shit. It's some space shit, yeah, in the sky, in the heavens, up top. The heavens is above your head, man. The heavens is above your head, man. And if you look out to the side, it'll look like it's on the side of you. If the trees and shit anywhere, you got a good view. It'll look like it's to the side of you, but you get on the road and travel. You still gonna be under these skies, dog. It's a top view. So draw the line. It's time to draw the motherfucking line. It's time to draw the motherfucking line. Let this shit run. GM, take my son to work. Let's go.
Go out the damn line. I don't talk to them with 2 or 3 people. Well, they still mad at me. Yeah, we good. I'm trying to understand why they don't want me. Why they don't want me on live. That's great. Oh, then I done got down fucked up. I need to go back to 360 and see something. Switch down, go ahead to 360. But that's why I was at, boom. That's why I had that video pulled up at, boom. Crazy bomb, I see you, boy. You see the land I was trying to show? The land I was trying to show, the land, I'm scared to go over to the map. Now I've been showing this map for goddamn forever. Now they don't want me. Yeah, now they don't want me to goddamn fuck with the map. I'm showing some real shit. And the land on this shit I'm showing is Antarctica don't go all the way across. Like I've been saying to India, to Australia. It stopped at Australia. It's a land called Southland. And this the land this guy here finna talk about.
TikTok made me try this lazy girl litter box hack. I stopped trying to hide litter box smells. I stopped scooping crumbly
Antarctica and Australia.
Using this video for educational purposes. Educational purposes only. I do not own the rights to this video. Shout out to the person who's making this video. But it's going to show you the mindset of these people and how they came in on the West. So I'm just revealing the free bird. What I'm doing, I'm just showing the people the 4 corners of the earth. How it should be and how they corrupted it. And the Africans had their hands in on it. It really wasn't the North. The North really, we already usurping the belly of the beast of the North. It's the East and the South. It's the motherland. It's the Northwest tip in Northern Africa, which really is the South corner of the world. Africa sits in the South corner of the world. And the East and the Far East and all that, those are Mongolians. And so, the West side is the best side. We got that coke. We got a whole lot of shit, but I use that coke. Dope boy fresh. And it's fine because the whole world on it. The whole world loves it. They love that coca leaf. They had to go get it. And it's crazy, man, because I was just gonna listen to this man. He talking about the same land. I just showed where Antarctica stopped. It stays in the West. It don't even make it to Africa. And then the other land would be the land down under. Let them tell it. But this is supposed to be the land that stopped. But let's see what this video say. This is supposed to be the mysterious land that kept the world from tipping over. What? Terra Australia. Part 1. Can you see that? Terra Australia. This is supposed to be the land that keep the world from tilting over. So if it's going to keep the world from tilting over, that must mean they know it's flat. Huh? How you going to tilt the ball over? How you going to tip the ball over? And another thing I want to look up, catastrophic pole shift. Before I do that, let me go look up that. Because I was arguing with my cousin the other day. I ain't going to fuck with the map. I'm going to get that off there. Because every time I show that map, they go crazy. That shit up out there. They don't want me to show that no more. YouTube black out YouTube. What up? They don't want me to show that no more. I'm going to get the map out there. I'm out to talk about it. Catastrophic pole shifts. I want to look that up because they said catastrophic. See, can I spell something? Pole shift. Catastrophic pole shifts. And Franklin theory proposing that the Earth's axis of rotation has rapidly and catastrophically shifted in the past, causing widespread. So I talked to my cousin about this other. He gonna explain it otherwise. Man, I know what the fuck them folks. I know what the fuck these people said. Disasters like flood and Titanic events. However, there is no scientific consensus supporting this rapid shift. Most geological evidence indicates shower processes like, what they said, the goddamn pole shift. The North Pole become the South Pole, knock on for the words that turn upside down and shit. I just wanted to show that shit. I wanted to go, let me get that up out there. They don't want me to talk about that. They don't want me to talk about that. Let me go to YouTube. When we talking about that land, we talking about that land that I just showed y'all. That shit right next to this Australia. You better get your ass back up there. Get your ass back up there.
If you run a healthcare practice, manage a team, or you're just tired of chasing down payments while juggling multiple
Antarctica and Australia, right? Take a look at this. You have probably seen old maps showing a giant landmass in the southern hemisphere. This may sound a little ridiculous that I'm even bringing this up. I mean, it's obviously Antarctica, or at least a mistaken merge of Antarctica and Australia, right? Take a look at this map.
My first book that I'm gonna write is gonna be called A Brick Clip. It's made just like those two circles, but when they intersect each other, those two circles intersect each other like the double-headed. My summer's gonna be like the double-headed motherfucking phoenix. And I call it the clip. That's how they clip lands. That's how they clip all the northwest lands with this globe. They did a whole lot of more things. When I get a protractor and my compass and all that shit, I'm gonna reverse everything these people did. That's my mission.
I recently purchased from raremaps.com. It's from an atlas of the ancient world. The map shows the route of Abraham from Ur to Shechem, the wandering children of Israel, and the pyramid.
And the pyramids of Egypt. And the pyramids of Egypt. You see Egypt right there. You see Mount Sinai. Hold up, get up out of there. You see Mount Sinai right there. Israel right there. Ethiopia. Ether. You see Ether, Cairo. Ether is Cairo. That's Cairo to Ethiopia. Okay. So these people know exactly where you are. These people know exactly where we are on this map. Let's go. They know exactly what's going on. They just gonna fucking go crazy.
Of Egypt. But most important to this video is that there is an inset of the known world with this same large southern landmass. This map was the work.
I might start and stop it just for the goddamn sake of video not being taken because we're using it for educational purposes. That's all. Up under the, what it is, section 107.
Of Flemish cartographer Abraham Ortelius. But there's a problem. Ortelius died in 1598. Antarctica wasn't officially.
He died in 1598. So Antarctica was sitting there. The ice, who created it anyway? The ice sit right up under South America. Up under. But they don't sit up under, they sit behind South America because it's a flat plain. And they talked us into this part of our enslavement. This global shit is part of our enslavement. Once they get you to talking like this, they know they really already got you.
Discovered until 1820, and Australia wasn't known to Europeans until 1606. So if this isn't Antarctica, Australia, or a misunderstood version of them, then what exactly is it? That is...
Magellan and whatever it is, that's the strait that separates Australia and South America right there. That's the strait that separates Australia. And that's the land they call Australia. That's what he's about to explain now. Come on, let's...
And that if the South didn't have equal landmass as the North, the land-heavy North would just topple over.
What? So they saying it'll topple over, they must already know it's flat. So why they finna talk us out of our shit? All these French navigators and Spaniard navigators, European navigators, with the help of the motherfucking Tartarian Moors, which I have sold today that Tartaria is Alaska. What? Yeah, I showed it and I showed it and it's right next to that so-called fake-ass pole. But you know what he finna explain is hot as fuck. Boy, I think that'd be another pole in itself. And they know this. That's the crazy boy, they know this. We're all in cahoots to come to the West. Because the best is in the West. I'm gonna show it. I hope I don't go to sleep. I'm gonna show it.
The Greeks also divided into climate zones. The frigid zones, which were frozen, the temperate zones, which were thought to be the only zones suitable for human habitation, and the torrid zone, which was too hot for humans to survive. This idea is thought to have derived from Pythagoras. In the 2nd century BC, an astronomer named Crates of Malus expanded on these ideas. He believed this southern landmass was separated from the north by an ocean. But the geographer Eratosthenes had less than 100 years before almost perfectly measured the circumference of the Earth. His measurements meant that the known world was only about a fourth of the world's actual size. So if the Earth was to keep its symmetry, not only did Crates believe there was land in the south, but also in the other 2 quarters of the Earth. According to Greek geographer and historian Strabo, Crates created a globe. It didn't survive to today, but it would have looked something like this, and it could have been the first globe of Earth ever created. Around 150 AD, Ptolemy published
Around 150 AD, Ptolemy. That's a joke out of the north. Those are the people who got us usurped. 150 AD. See, that's the motherfucker that came in. That was Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, as they write in Daniel, they prophesied that he's in Daniel, that he's the great goat with the one horn in between his eyes, and that's his partner. That's his first general in command. They come and push the globe some more. But he got help though. He got help. I'm gonna show you.
Geographia, an atlas and treatise on cartography. It didn't survive to today, but it would have looked something like this, and it could have been the first globe of Earth ever created. Around 150 AD, Ptolemy published
His name is Ptolemy. It's the Ptolemaic period that they had in Egypt when they came into Egypt. But when they came into Egypt, Egypt had already been usurped and taken by the Persians. Arabs, whatever you want to call them, the Asian persuasion, whatever you want to call those Japheth, those that Jada. That's why they let the North say that North, Noah, the Northwest, the North, the Noahs. Noah gonna be the father. They gonna let him be the father. He gonna come in and make it super father. They know they gonna enslave who they sit above, so-called above. We already in the middle of the beast of these people, the Noahs. So Noah is gonna be the father. Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Shem is gonna be the Oriental. The original Oriental, the original agent is the Oriental. That's the East. This is how your language is gonna become Semitic, and this is why people respect the East like a motherfucker. And the client states of the so-called East, with the European countries, always from India all the way back over to Spain. Spain is where they sit down and spy. Spain, where they spy. They're spying from Spain. They're spying. They're spying to the west. They're spying to the west. You understand? That's what they're doing. They spying. They already got. See, these lands are connected. Eurasia, Asia, the Russians that come out of the mountains. Those the Eastern Slavics. See, the Eastern Slavics. In the East. Those Russians are in the East with those Mongolians. So that's 2 different phenotypes right there. But the East and the North are cannibals. They'll tell you how your plasma tastes, how your blood tastes, all that shit. You dig what I'm saying? Israelis, but all these people are Iranians. All these people are Persians. And they got a holy fight going on today. They got all us involved in some shit that we shouldn't be involved in. And the people that's in the Americas, once my North America, where we at, we are dumbed down like a motherfucker because they know they got us wondering. They sent people into wonder. The dragon let them send us into wonder. That's why he went over. That's why he went ahead and let them act like they was going to the moon first. If anybody supposed to went to the moon, to them, the Soviets are those motherfucking people who been fucking with rockets and shit. The ones who got our lasers